What if you could tackle some of Louisiana's biggest, thorniest challenges in healthcare and the economy, all with a single, really smart solution? Well, today we're going to walk through a blueprint that's designed to do exactly that.
Okay, let's dive right in. This is the Louisiana Virtual Health Acre, and it's so much more than just a project. Think of it as a complete game plan to connect a really fragmented healthcare system, and at the exact same time, build up a whole new generation of tech talent. It's truly about creating a healthier, more prosperous Louisiana from the ground up.
All right, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at the problem, what we're up against. Then, we'll get into the solution, the technology that makes it all tick, and see how it works in a real-world test. After that, we'll talk about the incredible value this brings to the state, and finally, lay out the step-by-step plan to make it all happen. Let's get to it.
So why is this project so absolutely critical, especially right now? To really get that, you have to understand the two massive challenges that it's built to solve. I want you to imagine a healthcare system that has, well, a broken nervous system. That's kind of what's happening in Louisiana today. On one hand, you've got this massive data wall. Critical, life-saving patient information is just trapped in different computer systems between hospitals and state agencies. This doesn't just waste millions of dollars, it creates dangerous gaps in care. And then, on the other hand, you've got a talent gap, a huge shortage of the exact people we need, the data experts, who can fix these broken circuits. That's the dual challenge we're here to tackle head-on. So how in the world do you fix a system that's broken in two fundamental ways? You don't just put a bandage on it. No, you build a brand new engine, a real engine for change. And here it is. This is that engine. It's a three-part system, and you can think of them like powerful interlocking gears. The first gear is the tech, the CareKey Health Information Exchange platform. The second gear is the people, a dedicated pipeline for a skilled AI workforce. And the third gear is the proof, a targeted, real-world pilot program. When these three work together, they create this incredible, unstoppable cycle of innovation and opportunity.
Now, let's pop the hood and look at the technology that's actually powering this whole thing. It's called the Trust Velocity Engine, and that name is perfect because it's all about making data flow securely, but at the speed of need.
This is a really radical shift in how we think about health data. For decades, your information has been locked away in a hospital server somewhere. With this, you hold the keys. It's like having a digital passport for all your health information, and you have complete control over it. No one gets to see it unless you explicitly give them permission. That's called self-sovereign identity, and believe me, it is a total game changer.
So the tech also does something that honestly sounds a bit like magic. It lets researchers ask really important questions of the health data without ever actually seeing the data itself. So they could ask, for example, how many people in this parish are at high risk for diabetes, and get a perfectly accurate, anonymous answer without ever compromising a single person's privacy. This is how we move from just reacting to health crises to actually predicting and preventing them.
Okay, so groundbreaking technology is one thing. But the real question is always, does it actually work in the messy, complicated real world? Let's take a look at the pilot program where this whole system is being put to the ultimate test.
I mean, just imagine, you're re-entering the community from a correctional facility. The absolute last thing you need is to battle a bureaucracy just to get your own medical records. This pilot provides what we call a warm handoff. It puts an individual's complete, up-to-date health history right into their hands through a secure digital wallet, so they can get the care they need the moment they need it most. No more delays, no more dangerous gaps. And get this, the impact goes way beyond just healthcare. The system is smart enough to predict what someone might need, toiletries, clothes, basic essentials, and it can automatically place an order with local Louisiana businesses like BMO Ventures here. This creates this amazing virtuous cycle. It supports local entrepreneurs, boosts the local economy, and helps build a stronger, healthier community, all from the inside out. Okay, so we've seen how this can change individual lives and local communities. But what about the really big picture? From major stakeholders like Hyundai or federal partners like the BEADS office, what is the actual return on investment for the state of Louisiana? To really wrap our heads around the massive economic potential we're talking about, let's start with just one number, a very, very big number, $5.8 billion. That's the size of Hyundai's gigantic new investment in a low-carbon steel complex right here in Louisiana. It is a huge vote of confidence in the state's industrial strength. But here's the thing. To power this new industrial age, you need a 21st century workforce. And that's exactly where our project comes in. We are literally building the bridge of innovation to train the AI and data experts who will help take Louisiana from steel to silicon. And we are not just talking about this. We're building this workforce right now. It's happening through a powerhouse partnership between Baton Rouge and River Parish's community colleges. They are creating a direct pipeline of talent, turning motivated students into the next generation of health data experts and AI ethicists that innovative companies, like Hyundai, are going to be desperate to hire.
So let's just put it all together. For a federal program like BEADS, this project builds the essential digital infrastructure and connectivity they are designed to fund. Check. For an industrial giant like Hyundai, it creates a custom-built pipeline of the highly skilled AI talent they need for the future. Check. And for the state of Louisiana, it drives powerful economic growth, improves social outcomes, and solidifies the state's position as a genuine leader in the digital future. It's a win-win-win.
The vision is clear. The value is undeniable. So, the next logical question is, how do we make it all happen? Here's the roadmap to get it done.
It's a really straightforward three-phase plan. Phase 1 is all about the foundation. We get the infrastructure set up and adapt the curriculum. Phase 2 is the pilot. We bring the Department of Corrections cohort and our local business partners on board. And Phase 3 is all about scale. We expand this statewide, take on new challenges like mental health initiatives, and take the platform commercial.
And look, this isn't just a plan on paper, it's a promise. And it's a promise that is backed by a team of proven, established leaders. You've got Southwest Pass Gateway driving the technology, and you've got the educational powerhouses of River Parishes and Baton Rouge community colleges. This is absolutely the team that can turn this bold vision into a reality for Louisiana.
Louisiana has always been a state of builders. We've mastered the industrial age. So the question for us today isn't just, are we ready for what's next? It's what are we waiting for? Let's build the future together.